Welcome back to the new week, new document of the journey to Road to a Million. And it has been a crazy month so far, but we're obviously going to talk about the week. And the way we structure these videos, as always, don't forget, my name is Julian Tiscione, dropped out of school without making a single dollar online and pursued ecom full time and crushing it as of lately. And I usually structure these videos as basically I talk about all the wins, losses, or all the lessons about the business itself, and then the life lessons, I guess, that follows along with it after. So obviously, as you saw before the screenshot, we hit our highest revenue day, which was 3.2K in sales. Obviously, it's a big win for us, but, really striving for more. The thing, again, that I like to always mention is that we're still struggling with a supplier, trying to find a good supplier to help us with custom packaging. And we're so desperate to the point where, we wanted a custom formula, but at this point, just a custom packaging at least will help us scale a bit further. We did get some complaints about that, and it's just unfortunate. And there's one thing, if I've learned one thing this week, it was about a brand is not about a sick website and some good ads. A brand is someone who buys from you and wants to buy again. It's the customer experience. And we're so focused on that. A lot of people are talking about this branded drop shipping, and it's all fucking garbage. It's legit all about customer experience. That is the brand. And we're just really taking such a different turn than 99% of the people who post videos online about e-commerce. So since we don't have the back end pretty stable, we're unable to scale, which I know we can scale, but fortunate for us that we have a call with a supplier that I found or that I knew. Potentially tomorrow or Tuesday we might get a quote, and if everything works out well, they seem like a very reliable source. They seem very trustworthy. They already know our goals. And, the person that we speak to speaks English. It's not necessarily a Chinese person. It's actually a Spanish guy. But he speaks English. And I think that's a huge, huge plus because communication is key with your supplier. And if you're speaking to Chinese people that don't really understand English that well, it's going to be hard to tell them your vision. But this person speaks fluent English. We told him the vision and he understands it. He only focuses on people that want to scale as a trusted brand. So it could be all solved within next week, and I hope so. I hope next week I post a video saying we're fucking back end is solved and we're scaling to the moon. But another thing that I want to mention, which was a dub, while we're kind of stuck in this position of not being able to scale. Obviously, we're still pumping out VSLs, still pumping out ads. But we started another store, me and Jason, and we got another store profitable and ready to kind of scale as well. We're just so good. I'm going to be honest, this week has proven to me that no matter what, if you give us a good product, we're going to come up with some angles, we're going to do the research, and we're going to create some banging VSLs that are going to automatically get sales. I'm so convinced that me and my partner Jason have the skills to do anything. And just to prove it, we're not even doing it on one store anymore and can count it as luck. We're now building another second profitable store off the ground, which is just we see it as our skills are actually working for us, and it's kind of like a rinse and repeat cycle where we have a fundamental skill that can make us money regardless, whether we go back from broke. So it's just very exciting. Everything is just working out pretty good. And the reason being, though, that I am and my business partner is in the position we are today is because of VSLs. I've been trying to shout out for on top of my lungs. I've been trying to post everywhere about how VSLs are the key to success. And you just got some fucking brain rotted people that just don't want to take advice and don't want to listen. And you know what? To be honest, I think about it. It's like, just fine. Don't do VSLs. It's more for me, better for me, less competition. Like, I don't understand. First of all, I am obsessed with VSLs. I legit dream and go to bed, wake up, and just think of constantly VSLs. I'm grinding, studying, and practicing, getting reps of VSL. VSLs is like an obsession to me right now. And I'm fucking having a blast. I absolutely love it. There's so much knowledge I've gained within even this week alone. You know, ever discovering, because of my partner Jason mentioned Peter Kell, I started binge watching some of his YouTube videos, and the amount of knowledge I've gained is absolutely insanity. I'm so excited to share some with you, and VSLs is the way to go. And to be honest, let's break it down maybe a bit logically so it might convince some people, because I've had so many. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm not even gonna sweet talk people. I've had so many idiots, you know, tell me that other brands are not running VSLs and they're doing good. So why does that mean we have to do VSL? Like, let's picture it this way. First of all, just a month ago, I haven't created a single VSL. Maybe like 2 months ago, and trust me, I've had this limiting belief that VSLs were difficult to make and I wasn't able to make VSLs. I was completely wrong, and that was a limiting belief I had. But I never thought that a VSL was bad or a VSL was unnecessary. A VSL would always be a good thing. The only reason I never did VSLs in the past was because I thought I wasn't capable of doing it. Which, by the way, I'd like to say I've been grinding for the last 2 months on learning VSLs. I'm pretty good, and I can imagine like if I just dedicate fucking like my life now or my like 10 years plus of just grinding VSLs, like the amount of money I can make is going to be insane. But I never thought for once VSLs were bad, and I think people telling themselves that other brands are not running VSLs and making success, why should I do VSLs? You're just retarded. I'm gonna be honest. You're slow, low IQ. I'll roast the fuck out of you because you're gonna need to hear it. Like, if no one's gonna tell you, I will. I'm not here to sweet talk you. I'm not here to sell you some dream just to make some extra cash. I'm here to tell you the fucking facts. You're a retard if you think that. Okay, let's be straight up. Because why are you looking at billion-dollar brands or even hundreds of million-dollar brands or even million-dollar brands when you haven't made a single sale on your store right now? These other brands might not be running VSLs, maybe because they're just at a different level. They're at a different stage. They're in a whole different ball game than you. They're running brand awareness campaigns. They're running other different types of campaigns. They have a different goal than you. What your goal is to take the coldest fucking absolute audience that live in Antarctica cold, who have no idea who the fuck you are, to buy right now. And how do you do that? What's the best way to do that? It's a fucking VSL. Don't tell me it's an image ad. Don't tell me it's a 30-second ad. It is not. The best way to do it is a VSL. So why the fuck not? Basically, why the fuck not? Why would you not use VSLs? And I'm so happy that I discovered it, that it's very doable, very easy to make actually. It's not easy at all, trust me, but it's like, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I always thought I couldn't do it, but you can do it. And I'm learning so much, and you know, in my community, I'm teaching so many. I'm gonna only be teaching VSLs from now on, because that's the only thing you need to make money. Like right now, as a direct marketer targeting the coldest audience who don't know anything about your brand, all you need is a VSL. It's the only fucking thing. Because you have to think of like a high leverage business. You have to think of high leverage tasks. Sorry. If you had to remove everything and focus on one task to make a successful e-com store, it would be a VSL by fucking mile. Clears the water. There's nothing else that's more important than your VSL. Okay, your VSL hooks and sells the product. It does everything. So stop this idea that, oh, my product doesn't need a VSL, or I don't need a VSL because you're so special or something. I don't fucking know. Shut the fuck up. Swallow the hard truth. Swallow that pill of understanding you're garbage, you're poor, you're making no fucking money, you have no skills whatsoever, and be like, you know what? VSL is the only thing I need to fucking work on, and let me eat shit for a good amount of time, fail at VSLs a good amount of time, but actually, you know what? Guess what? I'll learn a skill that eventually in the future, I can make fucking any product, or at least a good amount of products, any fucking money, sales, profitable. I just feel like I've improved so much within the last month or two. Like, I can imagine. But it's because I've been obsessed. I've been disregarding everything else. Now, obviously, take that with a grain of salt. Obviously, we got other things to do. We got offers to test. We got landing pages to test. But the main priority, and we know it, the high leverage thing is to test VSLs. 80% of our energy goes into creating VSLs. I create VSLs almost every fucking day. Whether they're 2-3 minutes long, whether they're 6-7 minutes long, it doesn't fucking matter. VSLs. I went on a little tangent, but I think it's necessary. It's what got me success. It's what gotten everyone else success. It's gonna get you success. Anyways, that is the business side. Let me take a little sip of my sparkling water, and we can get into a lot of other things. So, the goal is to move out by the end of the year. I know that it took like a bit of like a twist, a little U-turn, but I do believe that the next level for me to get and the action to do that is to just move out. And I can go on an hour-long tangent of why I think it's necessary, but I'm going to try to keep it sweet and short. Don't get me wrong, moving out, and look, what I mean by moving out, unfortunately, because I like to go to the States. The reason being is because I live in Canada, and Canada is cold. I want to be somewhere hot during the winter time. So there's places in the States that have that option. The only thing is I cannot stay longer than 6 months straight. So I have to come back a few times. So will I completely move out like for good? No, but I think for 6 months, I'll be out the house on my own, whether by myself completely or with a selected few people. And I just think it's absolutely necessary. Don't get me wrong. I'm aware. I'm putting myself in a shittier position. I'm putting myself in a position where now I have to be independent. I have to take care of myself. I have to spend a lot more money. It's going to cost a lot. I know that. I could just stay home here, right? And save all my money. I can, get my meals cooked by my mom, get my laundry done. I can get everything done. I have my car here. I have everything's fine here. Want to know why I think it's necessary? Is because one, you are putting yourself in a shittier situation. You're putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. You're putting yourself out there. People don't understand the indirect benefits this has. Yes, I might be dropping fucking a bag to go live somewhere on myself for 6 months, but I think that mindset shift, that environment shift, that shift where now my back's against the wall because my money relies solely on me and it's going to keep going down if I don't make something work, brings a fire up my ass. It brings like my back against the wall and you become a different fucking breed. And I need that. I've been comfortable for a while and I need that. And that's going to bring me indirectly will bring me much more money than the money I'm going to spend to live. That's how I view it. I want to improve as a man, as a person, and putting myself in a situation where I have to be independent and basically fend for myself. Also surrounding myself with either myself alone or other people that I resonate with, that see the vision, that maybe don't get fucking condescending remarks, or maybe that don't see the vision, or, ask me to do other useless stuff, or whatever it may be. It is the next thing I can do to level up. I genuinely mean it. I'm tired of coasting around the level I am. I'm tired of going like, I'm tired of this level. I'm ready to take the next level. I'm ready to be successful. I know it. And I know it's coming. And in order for me to do that, I need to upgrade. I need to take that next leap of faith. Every time you go to that next level, there's always a situation where it requires you to just take a leap of faith. There's some type of obstacle in front of you that scares the fuck out of you, but you got to do it anyways. I experienced it when I dropped out of school. I experienced it when I spent my whole bank account, brought it to $0 on a mentorship that ended up being not the best. But it's always these moments that I'm scared shitless, that it's an action that I don't want to do, but I have to do it anyways, put myself in a shittier position, is what gets me to the next level. And I just see this as the next one, the biggest jump I've ever had to take. But I'm ready. I've never been so ready in my life. I'm now going to live this summer here, obviously. Summer in Montreal, where I live, is not bad. But the second Q4 hits, I need to focus. I need to lock in for Q4, especially how Q4 is during the cold. I fucking hate the cold. I will be going somewhere else. And that is basically it. And then the next thing is I've learned this idea of how everybody is set for failure online because of mentorships. Now, this is another rant. You see, you know what? Like, I'm going to be honest. Ever since I've reduced my videos to like once a week for the updates, these videos get so long. But you know what? It's truly important to mention everything. Hopefully there's people that follow. But mentorships online right now are fucking horrible. They're fucking horrible. And let me tell you why. They're not just bad. They actually make you fail. They lead you down the wrong path. And when I first got into this space, I was aware, yeah, there's bad mentorships, but there's also a lot of good mentorships. No. There's actually very, very few. I can probably count on my hands. And I don't even know them. I don't know any. But I'd like to assume there are 2 to 5 good mentorships out there out of the fucking hundreds, whatever there may be. But the reason being is because you have to understand these fucking mentorships destroy your mindset and guide you down the worst path possible. Want me to explain why? The sole goal, the sole reason for a mentorship to keep running and to keep making money for the owner is for them to get the person to make money as fast as possible. Let me bring this example up, brought by Harmozy, with the fitness example. This fitness coach hires a new person. They're out of shape and they're fat and they want to lose weight. What the fitness coach will do is make this new member go through the toughest, most unrealistic, fast, crazy diet for the new member to lose as much weight as possible within the first month or two. So now this member thinks that this coach is so good, so amazing. He's made me lose so much fat within the first month or two. It's insane. But you have to understand that this diet that this coach put the member on is not attainable in the long term. It will never be. You will kill yourself. But they do it solely for you to feel like the money that you paid for this coach is worth it, and maybe you can refer someone else. It's all for them to keep you happy and satisfied for you to make money. But guess what? That short-term diet, was it the best for that person in life, in the long term? No. They probably got body dysmorphia because they thought that losing fat takes a month or two. And then once they gain it back, because guess what? That diet is not attainable for a long period of time, they're going to be fucking depressed because, oh my God, I was in such good shape and now I let myself go again. And now they have these wrong ideas of how to stay healthy. They think the only way to stay healthy is to starve themselves or do some fucking crazy diet and basically practically fuck up their whole mindset, their whole idea on fitness. And probably makes them give up. And guess what? It is the exact same thing with these online coaches for money. They will show you and push you down these stupid, short-term, fast shit money-making systems and blueprints that maybe might work. They're actually they're made to work. But guess what? You've learned fuck all. You've actually learned the wrong way to go about business. And guess what? You will be losing money and never be making any more because you've not learned the real way, the fundamental ways, the actual skills to make the money. You've been given blueprints. You've been given copy paste formulas. You were given everything. And guess what? You make 100K. Fuck it. You make $1 million. You make $1 million in 6 months. Oh my gosh. This coach is the best. He's changed my life. Oh, blah, blah, blah. First of all, by the way, ignoring the maybe tens of thousands of other students that didn't achieve that number because the systems they give is based on luck and it's only about a repetition. So obviously if a certain amount of people just keep doing it, eventually one person's going to stick out of the garbage and fucking find success. Ignore that. You make $1 million. Congratulations. Congratulations. Guess what? Your $1 million doesn't stay. You have to live. You have to pay something. Even if you were to save every fucking dollar, it won't even last you for retirement. It won't even last you a lifetime. Probably last you 10 years. And guess what? Can you make it back? Did you learn anything? Or you have to keep this mentorship because you need to know their up-to-date formulas of copy pasting, right? So you need to keep paying them their mentorship so you can keep making this money. Or is it just that like you make the money and then you learn the wrong things and then guess what? You never build skills to actually like support a family in the future and you just got to keep doing pump and dump. So you got to keep doing copy paste fucking ChatGPT prompts to fucking make money. And oh wait, you have you have like 3-4 kids. How are you supposed to fucking feed them when you're all day just fucking pumping, dumping e-com stores in front of your fucking computer? Like, it destroys your mindset. It destroys people. It actually makes more people fail. And trust me, I know this. I know this. I'm not even allowed to say why I know this, but I know this. Hopefully you just take my word. I know the true intentions of all these mentorships. I have insights. I don't know how else you want me to tell you, but I have the ins. I know the fucking intentions. And I know that these mentorships push out all these testimonials of how these people make money, which already that's garbage because they're not going to keep it for long. The thousands of others that don't. Because it's all based on luck. When I'm here, I've learned more using ChatGPT and my own fucking skills and being selective with the knowledge I consume on fucking free YouTube, by the way. And I've never learned more in the last month than ever in my life. And I've never had the best success ever in my life. And I've never ever felt this confidence where and it's also proven that I can take a store and make it profitable with a banging fucking VSL. Be careful. It's so sad though. It's very unfortunate that a good majority of these people run through these funnels, and it's like there's only a handful of good mentorships that actually like teach you the right way and actually tell you that like you're probably not going to see instant success, but I'm here to teach you the fucking skills that eventually you're going to keep for the rest of your life and just keep printing and like support your family. It's unfortunate, and I'm happy that I went through that and still came out the garbage and stick through and never gave up. I was never going to give up to begin with, so it was inevitable for me to figure this out. I just look back and see so many other people that didn't get through it and probably quit. There's so many people that made money through a mentorship, and then once they were on their own, suffered dramatically and quit. It's so unfortunate. It's really, or they didn't even succeed. They paid $5K for a mentorship, didn't succeed at all, and then just quit. Or just, I even know people that are in current mentorships and like just being led down the wrong path. It's just unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. And I even thought that the people that had good mentorships, no, they don't. They all do the same thing. They all want to keep making money from their mentorships. So they're going to teach a certain way for them to make money. They want, trust me, yeah, they want you to get results. Of course. They want you to get results as fast as possible. They give zero fucks if you're still making money a year from now, 3 years from now. They give zero fucks. They want to make you, yeah, don't get me wrong. They want to make you money, but they want to make you money right now. And ciao, good luck. If you go down a fucking depression spiral, it's not my problem. You get DMCA'd because you didn't think of the back end. I'm just here to help scale your front end and make the dashboard and screenshot look good. But if your back end or your suppliers are not in check, that's not my problem. I get the screenshot from you to promote my testimonials anyways. It is all a fucking scam. Anyways, I'm done ranting, bro. This video is long enough. But every week we'll keep killing it. And every week we keep getting better. The amount of confidence and the amount of knowledge I keep gaining every week, like I can go back every video and just see the dramatic jumps. I'm not even trying to sound cocky, but it's just I'm on a different path right now. It is insanity. I'm feeling energy just my way. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to spread the truth. Thank you for watching, and of course, as always, as it was inevitable because it was our outro for the longest time, 3 years, maybe, I'll see you at the fucking top.